I'm an honours graduate of Theatre and Performance Studies and Studies in Religion, and a prospective PhD student in Theatre and Performance and Studies in Religion, now that we've saved the departments. And I also work as a tutor in the course Ideas and Movements That Change the World. 7 months ago, we got wind that Theatre and Performance Studies and Studies in Religion, so my two disciplines, were due to be cut. The fact that she's not really speaking to that and saying, like, it was never on the table, like that was never a thing, I think just goes to show, like, how impactful what we did was, because it's like, yeah, it was on the table and we cut through it. Originally, it was in the face of COVID austerity. We were originally told we were facing cuts of approximately $10 million. That was then reduced to 3.6. The university itself and the faculty have had huge surpluses for 2020 and projected into 2021.
Hello everybody, my name is Talia and I'm a student in this FAST class. I'm here today to make an announcement about a proposal called Future FAST. We are joined today here with Dean Jarvis, who, from what we understand, has initiated discussions about these cuts in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. I move a motion and ask students to show their support to the following. This class, number 1, supports an open meeting on September the 9th for all students to witness the 6 students questioning the Dean's proposal. 2, we oppose the Dean's Future FAST austerity plan, including any departmental closures, particularly in a period of more than $100 million in annual surplus. 3, we call on you, the Dean, and the management of this university to publicly stand and fight against federal future government cuts to education, rather than paving the way for them by implementing prior austerity. All students in favour of this motion, please react with a raised hand reaction and change your background to the sake of Usyd Arts picture. Thank you.
Thanks, Talia. I seem to have lost sight of my own self.
I can't tell you how proud I was of not only my own students who passed the motion, but that whole moment. I was just so proud and galvanised. And I think, because to be honest, it's been brutal. And we fought really hard last semester. Then we had, in the mid-semester break, we had the consultation process, and that was gutting, where we were faced with, we were basically questioned, well, if we were to cut departments, on what grounds should we be making these decisions? Who should go? And I think, there were some staff who protested and said, we're not going to do this. We're not going to be complicit in our own our own demise, our own torture, and our own trauma. And then I think this semester, to really have the student movement show up for us in such a big way, to be passing motions, to have the petitions, to have their backgrounds changed, to really, to be brave and to speak up in a way, to the Dean, because, the Dean is in such not only a place of power, but also that cultural weight that she has, that, she's had huge achievements in the field. She is intelligent. She, and what that is for a student to sort of stand up and go, no, you're wrong. I think it was really powerful. And, I'm just so grateful. I think it's huge, where we look at other universities, other departments that have just been axed across the sector. That, Theatre and Performance Studies department at the University of Sydney is one of the last of its kind, as is the Department of Studies in Religion, where I think both disciplines in their own way, moving forward, not to talk about the pandemic, but in a post-COVID world, are crucial in how we will recover. It's how we make meaning, how we connect with other people, where we go to find meaning and give shape to our lives. And I think that this is the issue at the heart of the fight, because with both theatre and performance studies and studies in religion, we produce and circulate and investigate a value that sits outside of economic terms. So I think that's the exciting thing about this win, is that we've shown university management that what we do matters, and that we're going to put up a fight. What happens when we actually collectively come together and we say no. So I don't know if you can see down the Zoom screen, but I really am beaming. I think the way that we've run the campaign from the beginning is that it's not just about theatre and performance studies. It's not just about studies in religion. This is a global crisis in the arts and the humanities, but also education in the university sector. And that even if we are the first to go, which now I can thankfully say that we won't be, we won't necessarily be the last. And that this needs to be a collective fight. And I think it just shows that how important it is to be collective in our action. And that's where we find our true agency, that we need to stand next to each other. I can't tell you how much it means to sort of now be able to sit here and go, that course or that path that I was heading down, which I thought had been like something else that was, through coronavirus taken away, it's now reappeared. And I'm really, really grateful to everyone who signed a petition, who shared a post, who marched with us in our Save Usyd Arts protest, who came to a meeting, who wrote a letter to the Dean, who wrote a letter to the VC, who wrote to the media. This is because of you. This is your win just as much as it is for theatre and performance and religion. And it's really grateful, and knowing that moving forward we will be standing in solidarity with casual staff who obviously aren't protected in this regard in terms of job cuts. We're going to stand in solidarity with students who could be facing course cuts and also different degree cuts. So just because we've won, I think it's important to celebrate, but it's also important to sort of take stock and go, what have we learnt, and how can we take this energy and this collective action forward? Because it's beautiful. It really, really is. And I think that, there's not been much to smile about recently, but today I am smiling.